Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yeah. And today we are going to be watching a Mr. Nightmare video. Yeah. This one's called True 3-2 Basement Horror Stories. Yeah. So, yeah, get tucked under your blankets and have some popcorn if you're eating popcorn. If you're eating ice cream, eat some ice cream. But yeah, let's see my reaction to this. I can't wait. Yeah. Anyway, please subscribe, turn the notification, click the bell beside you. Anyway, let's jump right onto it. Would you ever go in a basement alone? Alexa, turn light off. No, Alexa, turn light off.
Instead of my
Okay.
parents selling her house, they just let me live in it instead since I was of moving out age anyway. I just had to pay the taxes and monthly expenses. At first, I really enjoyed living alone, given that I could have whoever I wanted over whenever I wanted. But it quickly got lonely being alone. So I got myself a 2-year-old German Shepherd dog named Rocky. He was named after Rocky Balboa. Rocky's a very calm and gentle German Shepherd. He hardly ever barks, only when he feels threatened or if he's playing with another dog. I bought him a doggy bed the day after I adopted him.
No, Baba.
After I got Rocky, I always left the bedroom door open so that he could go get water at night if he were thirsty.
Aw, that's nice.
One night, soon after I adopted Rocky, I woke up to his barking coming from outside my room and down the hallway. I dizzily got out of bed to check what the hell he was barking at. I rubbed my eyes as I walked down the hallway, and when I opened them, I saw Rocky maniacally barking and clawing at the basement door. I didn't know what to do.
I would probably go into your room and call the police to see what's going on. Dogs can sense things, dogs and cats too. Animals can sense things that we can't, you know. Animals know when something's got, especially a dog. A dog knows when there's an intruder. It knows when there's like a murder around and they detect the body or something, like, they find the remains. They're good. Dogs are good. So if you know something, they're barking at something, I'd be locking my door and calling that police. I'd be beep, beep, beep. Hello? Yeah, I think there might be an intruder in my basement. Yeah, can you send someone right over? Thank you. Bye. I'd be doing that, pretty much. But anyway.
Usually I call my dad to deal with something like this.
Poor Rocky.
I was terrified. I had to ask myself if I wanted Rocky to go down there with me, and I quickly realized there was no chance of me going down there alone. I opened the door ever so lightly, but it was enough for Rocky to push it open with his nose and run down the stairs. I flipped on the lights and followed close behind. Rocky was silent now, which I found a bit concerning. I looked around for him, calling his name, and then I saw him standing still, with his tail between his legs, looking up at something in an opposite corner of the room that was blocked by a wall. Rocky looked at me, and his tail slightly raised as I approached him. I could now see what he was looking at. It was a closet door. Rocky's apparent bout of confidence was obviously short-lived, and he seemed to be back to his calm and timid self. All that was passing through my mind at that moment was, do I dare open this closet door?
No.
And who or what could be in there?
I'd be locking the basement so they don't escape.
Well, just yet, but I had a feeling he wouldn't attack whoever or whatever was in there. I'm still not sure whether I made the right move or not, but instead of opening that closet door, I took Rocky by the collar and walked with him back upstairs. He kept looking back at the corner of the basement until we got to the stairs. I shut the basement door, and then dragged him back to my bedroom and shut the bedroom door. Then I went to the kitchen to call my dad. I had to call 3 times before he finally picked up in a groggy voice. I explained the situation and asked what I should do. He said I should go back down there with a huge knife or some kind of weapon and see what's in the closet. I told him I was too scared to, and somewhere deeper into that conversation with my dad, I realized the basement door was open.
Oh, hell no! Hell no! Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Woo! Hell no! The guy, he escaped! He's on the run! Oh, hell no! I'd be out. I'd be like, no, I'm out. I'm out. I'm going out there as well. The front door open too?
And I was right. Loud and clear were footsteps headed towards the front door.
Ah.
I ran to my bedroom and told my dad. He told me to hang up the phone and call the cops, and so I did. By the time the cops showed up, though, whoever was in the house was obviously gone already. Unfortunately, I left a large amount of cash down there by the bar. All of it was gone. The basement window was wide open, so we found the method of entry pretty quickly. Just turned out to be a break-in burglary when I happened to be home.
Yeah, that was a very scary. I don't know. Like I said, like I probably would have locked the basement. I would have found a way to lock the basement so that they wouldn't escape or something. But now you lost all your money because of it. Anyway, yeah, I would give that story maybe about a 7, a solid 7. Not the scariest one because it was a burglary. It wasn't someone trying to harm you. But, like, it was scary because it was down in the basement and the dog was barking and I was a bit worried about Rocky. Poor Rocky. He was starved. Mm. But yeah, I'd probably go about a, yeah, solid 7. Scary. Very scary.
This story took place just 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? Damn! That wasn't very long ago. I mean, obviously, this video came out 6 years ago, obviously, but damn, 2 weeks ago, while riding it, you're like, yeah, this happened to me 2 weeks ago. Damn, probably still scarred.
Since I was a kid.
Don't know what the story
Now that
is.
I'm 18, my fears obviously
18, damn, you'd be scared.
I still will glance over my shoulder to any noise I may hear behind me. And I might get that slight butterfly in my stomach feeling when I'm alone. Well, on this cold Friday night, I was home alone. And since our biggest TV is in the basement, that's where I usually chill.
It's Friday night tonight.
I was playing Fortnite with my friends, some crazy popular first-person shooter game. I had headphones in and I was really invested in the game. Yet, even over the loud sound effects through the headphones, I knew I heard something come from behind me, like a thump. I took off the headphones and examined the back of the basement. Now, our basement is huge, but also extremely
very messy.
If I wanted to actually thoroughly examine what's behind me, I'd have to get up. That's how bad it is. But I didn't feel that were necessary. Yeah, I found it a bit unsettling any time I heard a noise, but I really didn't think it was anything to be concerned about. I tried to continue playing. However, I wasn't able to give my full focus anymore. Not with part of me constantly thinking about the noise. I took off the headphones and played with them off just because I was feeling extra paranoid and wanted to hear my surroundings.
Yeah, I have a lot of paranoia. Like, if I hear sounds, like, any sounds, like, there's, like, a gap between. If I hear any sounds whatsoever, I start jumping. Like, I start, like, freaking out and that. I can't do with just random sounds, cracks. Like, I could sleep in the dark and all that, but if I hear, like, sounds that I'm not familiar with, yeah, that's my cue to buckle on out of there.
Shortly after taking off the headset, there was a sudden clank sound, and it had a metallic, echoey ringing to it. I turned off the
I'd be out. Sorry, I'd be out. That sounds enough for me to get out of there. No, that's enough for me to get out of there.
An intentional sound made by someone or something. I walked really, really slowly to the backside of the basement. When I laid eyes on the big metal air vents in the corner, that's when it hit me. But that was most likely the source of the sound. I got as close as I felt comfortable, then stopped and just looked at the air vent for a second. I got a terrible, painful feeling in my stomach, and I felt like the life was literally being drained out of me when I saw a hand reach out from the air vent and start waving me over.
Oh, hell no!
The voice said, "Come here, I need help." At first, I didn't run. I just gradually stepped backwards with my mouth hung open, looking at the vents. The person's hands gripped the vent and started shaking it aggressively, obviously trying to break it open. I screamed, "I'm calling the cops," but the shaking didn't stop. I did what I said. I called the cops and told them to send someone right away. The operator told me to go to a room upstairs with a weapon, lock the door, and hide. I was the most scared I'd ever been in my entire life. And the pain and fear of the situation only became worse when I heard a door bust open downstairs, and I could hear a maniac screaming at the top of his lungs. I'm not lying when I said he was screaming things like, "Where are you? I'm gonna kill you." I heard him run up the stairs.
Oh, hell no. This one's sending chills down my spine. Oh, fuck. Did you hear me? I was so silent for a bit. I'm terrified. If this shit happened to me, if some maniac came in my house and started screaming, "Jack! Jack! Where are you?" I'd be freaking out. Be freaking out.
Probably ran up 2 stairs for every step because he was up the stairs in like 3 seconds.
Oh, hell no.
My heart was in my throat when he tried the doorknob to the door and started pounding on it so hard I could see the door fitting in a little bit. Woo! He was actually going to break the door down. I had to climb out the window where he had gone. I think he heard me though because the banging stopped. I jumped from the window to the bushes below, and with the right stroke of luck, a cop car pulled up in front of my house. I basically ran into the officer's arms, begging them to go inside and get the man. They told me to wait in the police car, which they locked, while they both went inside the house with their guns drawn. Not even 5 minutes later, the two officers came out and they were holding the man in cuffs. The man in cuffs took my place in the back seat of the cop car, and for that
I'm
moment,
glad they
I saw the
captured
guns
him.
go away. He was giving me the most evil, hate-filled stare you could ever imagine.
Woo!
That stare still haunts me. The whole experience still haunts me. I still hang out in the basement occasionally.
Ah,
But
oh.
nowhere near as much.
Hell no! Hell no! That one's the scariest, 100%. I give that about a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. That was disturbing. I might go a 9.5, but I have seen scarier stuff. But should I go a 9.5? They did capture him though. He could have came back, and the police they could have done one of those things. No, I'll go about 9. Oh hell no! That. Oh hell! Imagining you like. Imagine someone yelling through your house and trying to chase you through your house. I'd be scared out of my life. Oh shit! I thought that was bloody somebody. I'm scaring myself. I'm freaking out. I have a lot of paranoia. Oh, oh, that was scary. That was a good one. And that happened 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Wow. I don't know how you're doing it, buds. Don't know how you're doing it.
The story I'm about to tell you is a series of blurry memories from when I was a little kid. We were living in our old house. My brother and I always hung out in the basement where our dad has his hockey table, pool table, and video games. We usually played on a Super Nintendo system, but at some point, I don't remember when it started, my brother and I would hear things come from the boiler/laundry room. The first time this happened, though, my brother and I were playing some racing game on Super Nintendo. That was when we both heard it. The door to the dryer slammed shut. We knew that's what the sound was. We both called out, "Mom," figuring maybe she'd been in there the whole time without us realizing. but the room was dark and empty of any people. When we realized this, we both ran upstairs screaming for our parents, leaving everything downstairs still on. Our parents came down to humor what they probably thought was just our dumb childish antics, and nobody was in the laundry room. Moving along probably a few months, I was awake late one
So was that just random sound? There wasn't anything. I guess interesting they put that in the story.
night for whatever reason, walking to the kitchen, passing the basement door.
Could have been something though.
It was one of those big old box TVs, so it made that distinct clicking sound as it turned on. I called Mom, Dad, and my brother's name. No one answered. I went to my parents' room to tell them, and they were both upset with me for waking them. My dad went downstairs to turn off the TV, and I remember him telling me it's a glitchy TV. There were a couple other suspicious happenings after that, but I'll move forward all the way to the last occurrence, and honestly the most horrific. It was a few days before we were going to move to our new house. Just about everything in the house was already shipped to the new house, but our parents were nice and let us keep the TV and video games downstairs until the last few days. My brother and I were once again playing video games. That's when I felt something hit me in the back of the head. I thought it was my brother at first, but then saw the red ball bouncing on the ground behind the couch we were on.
Nah, I'm gone. Red ball. Red ball means Pennywise. No, I'm kidding. But, oh, hell no. Oh, Mr. Nightmare, come on with these sound effects.
Our parents once again went downstairs, but when they came back up, they were strangely silent. They told us to go to our rooms and wait there. A while later, a police car showed up, but our parents wouldn't let us out of our rooms. They wouldn't tell us what happened until we finally moved. Apparently, my dad tried to open the boiler room door, but something was holding it shut, or perhaps pulling it shut. Even so long ago, I could sense fear in my dad's voice explaining it. I don't believe in ghosts, but to this day, I still don't know what to make of what was going on in that basement.
Oh, was it a ghost? Well, I guess that one wasn't really scary. It was just a ghost. I thought it was going to be some intruder or something. I don't know. Something. Thought it was going to be like someone that's been watching them their whole life. Yeah, I'll give that one about a 5. Wasn't really that scary. I mean, I guess it would have been scary before, but it wasn't as scary. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, which one was the scariest? Definitely the second story with the guy chasing the other guy and he was in the vent. I don't know how that, I don't know how he got into the vent, but yeah, that's scary. Yeah, these scary stories really, really get to me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, chills every time. And those sound effects, Mr. Nightmare, you and your sound effects. My gosh. Oh, hate it. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. Yeah, Mr. Nightmare really gets your heart beating. It really does. Oh, I'm just, yeah, Mr. Nightmare. Yeah, that was the 3 disturbing real basement horror stories. Yeah. I really enjoyed that video though. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, my gosh. Oh, I'm just like imagining people just being in your home. Like, yeah. Like the third one wasn't as scary because they thought it was a ghost, so and a ghost ain't gonna hurt you. A ghost ain't gonna attack you, so yeah, unless it's an angry spirit or something like that. I don't think it's gonna attack you. But my gosh, oh, I was spooked. I've got a few scary stories of my own. But yeah, that's for another time. Yeah, this was a pretty good reaction. I really enjoyed this video. Anyway, yeah, please subscribe, turn the notification, and click the bell beside you. I will hopefully be doing another video. Yeah, but yeah, in the meantime, love you guys. Bye.